It's not as structural as I would like it, but that's because it's fucking cardboard.
Yeah, it's cool as fuck though. I like that.
Yeah, I really like that. I'm glad that it's right side up now.
And there's like little windows. This is like a fort.
Yeah. It's like every piece of tape that's on here is structural. And it's like
you're an architect.
It's like good tape too. Like see how the black tape is like bigger and thicker than the white tape, right?
Yep.
I feel like that's like I'm not intimidated by the black tape, but
I am.
I'm certainly jealous of
I
it.
was very intimidated by black tape.
We should be recording this.
We are.
Well, now my genius is exposed.
Yeah, now we can have those are sound bites. Yeah, I'm gonna move closer to Sasha.
Get in here. Let's get cozy, baby.
That looks kind of that fuzzy image looks kind of okay. Can you see this guy?
I think you're going blind, sir.
It's from the glasses.
Yeah, you should stop wearing those. They can actually fuck up your eyes.
I wore them
because you're older, and you have to be more careful because your eyes are very sensitive the older you get. I'm serious about eyes, okay?
Yeah, my eyes are slowly degrading because I had 20/20 vision. I was born perfect.
You think I was born not perfect?
Yeah, I think you had fetal alcohol syndrome.
I think I do too.
Just a mild case.
This is a lot of hard work being this way.
Yeah, I know. It sucks being you, but this is you.
Do you have fetal alcohol syndrome?
Huh?
Yeah, I think he's complaining about how much work he's done, and we haven't yet.
What? No. This is like I'm saying, like you guys are saying, like.
You mean it took a lot of work? Yeah. Did you brush your hair?
What? I don't have gel, so I can't do my hair.
Do you want gel? I have gel.
Yeah. Okay.
I was joking.
You don't
Sit
have
the
to.
fuck back down.
You look good. You look young.
Yeah, you look fine.
Okay. I was worried.
You're such a bitch.
I'm too convincing sometimes.
I get it.
Did you just do a sniff test? Do you want to do a clap?
I didn't put deodorant
should
on.
we?
No, I did.
I don't think you need to.
Earlier, I forgot.
I don't
I
know
was up earlier today.
Do you want to do a clap?
We already did.
Just cause?
No, it's done.
Okay.
Only one clap. Well.
3, 2, 1, improv.
Sick. Cool.
Disgusting.
Okay. So.
Yeah. Do you guys want to do an improv game while you're here?
What's an improv game? What
I'd
kind of
rather
game?
die.
I don't know.
We can do that. We can improv to death.
Okay. But that's called. We could play Mafia.
What's that?
I don't know. In drama class, we used to play, and it's like you would go around, and well, it's not. I don't think a 3 is enough to play, but you can like. There was
We
like.
invite someone in the street.
Oh
Yeah, we can get
gosh,
my neighbor.
We can get a real murderer, and he could just come and like hack us up.
Yeah, my neighbor.
Oh my god!
Can I
I can make
set
one
that
of
up
my
right?
neighbors in my
Is this
building
thing
as a
working?
murderer, because I was looking on the names.
What am I
Like
doing?
on the list of
that
the
thing on?
directory, and there
This
was
thing
like
needs
all
to be
first
moved.
names, all of them except
Oh my
for
God.
one. It said just tenant on the first floor, and I was like, "You fucking psychopath! Who are you trying to hide in the sea of names, trying to remain anonymous? For what reason are you being detained?"
When I got my Wi-Fi, I changed it to like Gary's Wi-Fi so that people wouldn't know it was my Wi-Fi. Because I was paranoid that someone would like know my name and then they'd be like, "That's your Wi-Fi." And
Yeah,
then,
but like
that's
Like literally.
doesn't Wi-Fi come with like the default setting from the company is like TELUS 8067.
yeah, but then you could change it.
Yeah.
But like no one would know.
There's a lot of Arturos like.
There's no on my building.
Yeah, but like,
But
why would you change
I
it
don't
to
even
Arturo's
know-
Wi-Fi? Why
Like,
would you do that?
Gary's
Why would you
Wi-Fi?
just memorize the default
I
setting?
What?
bet
I know I
it's
changed
only
it to
in the
Gary's Wi-Fi.
I like Gary better. That should
Yeah.
be a white name.
Because I
You
didn't want.
actually changed it to Gary?
Yeah, because I didn't want people to.
That's my brother's name. That's
Oh.
like the.
Oh, you have I called you Gary with your glasses. on.
Yeah.
That's freaky.
Yeah, it is freaky.
That's
And
a
like
sick-
my brother is like he's totally a Gary.
Oh my god.
He's gonna get deported from America soon, so we all get to meet him.
Oh, neat. Can we throw him a party? Sorry,
Like
you got
deportation
deported.
party? That'd be
Yeah.
cool, yeah.
You got deported.
Can we put it on the podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then we have like party streamers and like.
In the
Yeah.
box.
And we give him stuff like that, like he'll need.
Yeah, we give him like weed. We give him like weed because it's legal here and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I know you're not excited about that.
You know, we give him weed, that's fine.
Yeah, I was, you know where
I just don't.
Actually, he's in California. Is it legal in California?
I think it's
It's legal in
Well, he definitely
California.
doesn't do it because he needs to fucking smoke.
He needs to fucking chill. Is he high? Is he uptight?
He's so high strung.
Really?
He's like me at my worst times 100.
Oh my god.
And I can get pretty
fucking
bad.
Nerd.
We should smoke him up. You should do the acid. We could do a hippie flip.
Oh yeah, I think that'd be good. He used to do mushrooms when he was a kid.
Oh, neat.
Like he would when
Like
he was
how young?
like when he was punk rock and shit. When he was like 19, he like
Oh,
moved out of our house, like my parents' place, and went to go live with his girlfriend at the time in like Fort Saskatchewan, and like moved into her place, which was her parents' place.
Oh.
And then he was there for a really long time, and then they broke up, and he stayed in her basement. Like her parents were just like, yeah, you can stay here.
Gary.
And then he did that, and he told me later he was like, that's the
Was he on
situation.
mushrooms the whole time?
I hope that's the only explanation that would be acceptable. But he stayed there, and then he was like the whole time. His ex was like bringing like new dudes over to like rail
That's
her in front of him.
insane.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously they broke up.
I know, but like, why would you just leave? Like, why don't you just take all your stuff and leave? Like, I'm sure he only had clothes. He didn't have like furniture.
That's why you're the comedian.
I don't know.
And Gary stayed at his ex's basement.
I don't know.
Was that mean?
No.
I just don't know why that makes me.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, that's different journeys, different journeys. That's what that is.
I mean, like, I like how I'm a comedian. I like if that was the reason for everything I do is because I'm a comedian.
Oh, just use it as like a crutch, like it's now a personality.
Yeah, but then like they say like people who like hit tragedy or like funny or whatever. But like I'm sure like someone that's like, man, I wish I didn't get molested. Like someone that wins the trophy, someone that wins the trophies up there, he's like, and he's just like, I just don't want my dick touched.
Yeah, like being funny is a benefit, but it's definitely not worth it.
Yeah.
Like to be fucked up and get funnier because of it, because like fucked up shit happens to people and then they have to deal with it. So like no matter what, they are gonna get some kind of humor out of it because they have to keep going.
Yeah, definitely. I do think it takes time to process that kind of.
It definitely does. It took me a long time to talk about like stuff on stage because like I remember when me and you went.
It's the best stuff you have though.
Oh, it's so fun.
But I remember when me and you went to Vancouver and we were talking about how I saw my friend get stabbed.
Oh yeah.
And like I told the police officers were like, can you give us anything to finger the perp? And I was like, I just didn't want to get stabbed myself, so I was like, I think he had a knife. Right?
Which is really fucking funny when you think about it, but he didn't realize it.
I didn't think it was funny at all because like in my head I'm just like, that's just what you have to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. They think I'm retarded. The police.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing. It's like a shield.
I'm just gonna pull it forward like a tiny.
Look at you being a dad in your own house.
Yeah.
We're not in a house. We're in a box.
I mean, in your own box.
We're in a box.
No, I am at
Location
home literally
undisclosed.
Anywhere.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Literally.
Home is
I
wherever
could
your
sleep.
heart is.
Home is wherever I plant my butt.
So are you sleeping underneath the table tonight?
Well, I was hoping maybe I could sleep in this chair.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But if you want me
Chairs
to
are pretty comfy.
I could literally. I slept in I could sleep in a car, like no problem at all.
You ever sleep in an elevator?
No, I haven't had the pleasure yet.
I get really good sleeps on Greyhounds. I pass right the fuck out.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I just pass right the fuck out. It's nice.
It's
I just get in there real snug and then put my seatbelt on and I'm like, oh, this is good.
Oh, I hope I get my head cut off.
Yeah. I went to Miami
Is it
on
the
a Greyhound
constant
once.
fear that just lulls you to sleep?
I don't know what it is. I just like because when I was a kid, I went to Miami on Greyhound. Took like 4 days.
That's a
when
really
you were a
good
kid,
trip.
how old?
Probably 8.
Wow, how old are you?
You went to Miami when
Like
you were
with my
8.
family.
Oh
I
fuck.
don't
Yeah.
think I know.
I
How
thought
old you are.
you were.
I'm 25.
Right.
How old
Okay.
are you?
I'm 24.
Yeah.
How old are you, Kevin?
I'm 31.
Well, I mean, like grandpa.
Yeah, definitely grandpa. I got grandpa energy.
You got big grandpa energy, but like in the way where you're like Robert De Niro, in The Irishman. If he was like,
I haven't seen that.
That's a really big compliment.
not if he was as but if he was if he wasn't as old, like if he could still move like a young person,
Like Robert De Niro is like he's a good actor and like he was in good shit. I don't know what he's been in lately.
The Irishman, I 100% recommend.
I've never seen it. I've heard
If
of
you
it,
like
but-
Martin Scorsese movies,
Yeah.
like it was a neat experiment. It was like an experimental movie, obviously. Like, and it was like apparently really super problematic. But I don't really pay attention to that kind of side of things. I just kind of like, you know, watch it, and if it's. And I'm usually pretty entertained pretty easily. Also, like it doesn't. I'm like a child. It doesn't take much. If it's slightly funny, I'll like. Go for it.
I used to watch movies all the time, but I don't anymore. Like I can't.
Yeah.
Like I get through the movies.
Really?
Yeah, I'll get through like a movie, and then halfway through, I'll be like thinking about like what I want to make.
Yeah.
And then I'll like stop
but that's
watching it.
That's so
and then
good, though.
and then like I'll be watching a movie, and I'm like, but they should have done this. And then like I'll be thinking about like why they did that kind of thing, or like what that character's gonna do, or like who's gonna die next,
That's
and
just
stuff like
where
that.
your brain is at. All
Yeah,
the time.
yeah.
And then I instantly stop enjoying the movie. I'm just like, I'm gonna do something else.
Yeah, your brain's too active, and also like movies are just too long now. You can. It's okay.
Oh my
I'm
god.
comfortable. I feel safe.
Okay, cool.
We're in,
This is a
we're in our
safe
own
place.
I
thoughts.
didn't. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I didn't ask consent. My bad.
It's
Do
okay.
I have your consent to
It's okay,
actually
I-
brush against your leg?
I'm here. Consent is implied.
No. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, but that's just
No.
me. That's not.
It was just
It's not
like
a universal.
that
I
in-
noticed
We should
like
get that in written form.
Yeah, we should record that, and
consent is ongoing.
I should get that as a tattoo.
I want it-
right
I want-
across my-
Consent is ongoing.
Consent given. Just.
Honestly, I did like some serious training at work about
What?
like consent and like
Because you're a bartender. And
yeah,
people
like
are-
like the like
I thought you were
that
like.
safety and
I thought you were in
nightlife.
trouble or something.
No. Well,
Okay.
like I mean, like it was good training because I do find that sometimes even not even knowing like and not, like 100% like I'll just like not even think about it initially and like what I could say is like somewhat predatory maybe like you know like
You're the predator.
well like sometimes I feel like a predator but also I'm like a pretty girl so like is it predatory or is it just like
Like,
socially
what are you
awkward?
saying? Like, give us an example.
Well, like okay,
Yeah.
so
we'll tell you if it's predatory. We're
no.
guys.
Like, okay, so like for example, like the last show I did, the fart show, which was November.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was like it was it was like
last Saturday.
the second. Well, yeah, that was the third fart show. I was on the second one. I want to get on it again, but anyway, I like working it. I forgot what I was talking.
You're a
about.
predator.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So they have this like
You're
bit.
a predator.
I'm a predator.
Why are you
Like I'm
talking
cute
to-
about it.
Why are you talking to the microphone?
I'm a predator in the way where I prey on predators. Yeah.
Should we not talk to the microphone?
No, talk to the camera.
Can I talk to both?
Well, the microphone will clip.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
if you
am I-
talk directly at it, it'll
Yeah.
flip.
You know what?
That's how sound works.
Okay, listen. I have FASD. Be nice to me.
I don't know what that is.
Fetal alcohol syndrome.
Do you actually think I
No.
Okay.
Do you?
I thought because my mom didn't know she was pregnant with me for like 4 months. Okay?
Yeah.
So like I'm like thinking like
How'd she-
as me
Yeah.
as
Like,
be-
did she drink for those?
Well,
4
I
months?
don't know. She's kind of straight edge, you know, like but like also like, I know she did some shit, you know, she's kind of shady.
Like a little bit's fine.
Yeah, a
What?
little bit, but like.
Yeah, because like, like I'm from
4
Scotland.
months is a long time, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I'm from Scotland, and people start drinking there when they're like about the same age as they start drinking here. Like,
Wait,
14,
are we
15.
talking about like, is it okay or is it like healthy?
No, there's a okay.
Okay, it's definitely not healthy.
It's not healthy, but there's a certain amount of
But, like-
alcohol that you can consume before it starts to affect the development of like a fetus.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're deceptively
Yeah,
durable.
and then
Okay.
fetal alcohol syndrome is what happens to a fetus.
Yeah,
you know. So
I
like,
don't know.
You have to.
oh, no, okay, so it's what happens to a fetus when you consume alcohol and they get the alcohol affects their development.
Yeah.
So they have oftentimes like behavioral cognitive disorders.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like really dehydrated all the time.
That's also
You
diabetic.
see them licking their lips. Like, you see the baby coming out licking his lips. The doc's like, that was dry.
damn.
They're like
The
cracking.
baby comes out all jawly.
Yeah.
You know, they're fighting for a chance.
No, but it's a very serious condition.
Yeah, no, and like my mom, for example, like she works with a lot of like children who are afflicted with FASD because 100% it is the mother's problem.
Wait, your mom.
My mom is a social worker, but she also like.
I just want this to turn into some like a movie where like you got switched.
Well, she didn't even get it. She didn't get this. Like I was born,
Yeah.
you know, like she had to grow up and like get that.
Like you know, Lindsay Lohan.
Like in the,
Oh my god, like Parent Trap, but like with a crack baby, you know, like. Why is she so hungry?
She's malnourished.
But anyway, so your mom, she's a social worker.
Yeah, and so she is like growing up. Like she's always kind of that was like her career in life. Was working with children who like foster children and like children and who have and thus have children who have FASD because it's really a systematic kind of thing. And a lot of like Native children, for instance, have FASD. And so also like as a woman who is Native but doesn't identify as Native, like because of my father, like it's just like
there's
a lot of
things to
fucked up
unpack
shit.
here.
Yeah. I'm talking a lot right now, and I don't know. I feel
It's
very
cool.
safe and
Keep
comfortable.
going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
You can either keep going or you can go back to how you were a predator.
I want to go back to how I'm a predator. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, so sorry, I got so off track. I don't know how that happened.
There's no track here.
Okay, so Also, I wanted to talk about bad trips.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
I am, if we start talking about stuff we want to talk about, it's cool if you guys want to stop for a sec, by the way, and be like, hey, I think we should, I have this story in my head, like I want to talk about this,
Okay.
and then I'll just edit that out.
Leo, for the fart show, Leo, they have this bit where they have the stage kitten, and Leo is a young comedian, and they have this gold underwear thong thing that they have
I've
the
seen
males. Yeah, and it's quite, and Leo is just like, you know, he's tight. So was that degrading?
He's young. He's young, and there's not a lot of excess to him.
Yeah, good looking kid.
Leo?
Yeah, and it's
The
like
tall one?
Yeah, he could use
like
he could use like a little bit of work on his shoulders, but I saw pictures. He's all right.
He is a beautiful being. Like,
Yeah.
Honestly,
We should have him on the show. You know.
No, that's fine. I like Leo.
yeah, I'll be a real fucking predator. I'll ask his consent this
Yeah,
time.
this will be the predatory part. Is like
It'd be really funny if we showed him the clip of us talking about him and like, what do you think of this?
I went up to him and I was
not
like,
how
I'm
we're
sorry
inviting
if
him?
and made you uncomfortable or some shit. I don't even remember, but I was like, hey.
So what did you
Like,
do
you're
when he was
so-
on stage?
Like, I just like, well, I was
You
like
stood
so
on him?
drunk, so no. Like I was like, get off. He wouldn't.
She's actually really safe when she's drunk.
Yeah, I would never do that
That's when
again.
she's sober.
Yeah, no. You learn your limits and you go with them. It's a part of growing up.
Okay.
I did community service for this shit. I don't drink enough. I take it seriously. The crowd forgave me. I had like an Instagram story. Like all night I was like filming him. Like, yeah. Simon was like, "You're so fucking thirsty." I was like, "No, I'm drunk." And he's just like, it's funny to me, like, you know, to like
No,
kind
it
of
is.
to like to objectify men in a way, like it, and I know that it's not right, and I know that's like it's problematic, and a lot of things are problematic, I think, with comedy.
No, but like that's the joke, and that's the reason why they put it in the fart show, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because like they have scantily clad, extremely beautiful women in settings where there's like that's not like why would you like they have. The Oilers girls, whatever they're called.
The cheerleaders? What?
Yeah.
They have cheerleaders?
They have cheerleaders for fucking hockey games. I'm like,
Ew!
it's cold in
They
those
should go
arenas.
on.
I just
They
have to
should
check
not
on
wear
green.
a bra.
Yeah.
Then I'd support them.
So like, so they have that, and I understand like that's why the fart show put that in.
Yeah.
Because that's funny to flip that camera.
100%. I mean, I do see.
But that's still what's gonna happen though.
100%.
Right?
And I do I see the correlation with like male strippers and stuff. Like, you know, like I've gone to one bachelorette party in my whole life, and like he was like he went full Monty, which means he fully 100% went naked, and my mom was there, and so like I would not make eye contact, and he noticed that, and he like went for me. He like targeted me because I was like visibly uncomfortable. Yeah. And it was fine, whatever. It was funny, but at the same time, I was sitting next to my mother, and yeah, so that was weird. But like, I see the mentality, like seeing the women around go like kind of in a frenzy, like kind of this animal, like they're like, oh my god, like we could pay for this kind of like young dick, you know, this young.
I think because like everyone, no matter what, like girl or guy, like understands like money.
Yeah, 100%.
Like they no, not money, sorry, power.
Yeah.
Like if everyone is attracted,
they're
everyone is attracted to power.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that's where the.
But in that instance, who has the power in your mind?
Huh? Well, I mean, like you can say the stripper has the power, But like,
And
if a guy,
always,
I
a
feel-
thing I learned in the training is that the power is always in the person committing the predatory act. The person wanting to act
Yeah.
without consent or commit the predatory act. Like that is always, they are always in fault.
yeah,
It's never ever anybody else's fault.
Yeah.
And see, the whole, I don't know how it is for male strippers, but like female strippers, I know definitely, like they have the power. Like the ones taking off their clothes have the power, at least here, because they're in
I think
clubs.
for the most part.
Yeah, they're in clubs and they're in environments where they're protected, and it's like if anyone ever really tries to do something with a stripper, like that guy is gonna get bounced like in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
unless like
So
he
fast.
owns the strip club.
Well, and that's
That's
where
a
the
diff-
line-
that's
where
a
the line
different
is crossed,
discussion,
That's where
yeah.
the power comes in.
Yeah, and then
And-
that is where it's fucked.
Because, like-
and it can come into play. Like
Because if you go in as like a patron, like you have no
Yeah.
power.
Yeah.
But then like if you go in as like someone else, like
or as someone who works
Like
there,
an
or
owner
even
or-
entitlement though comes
yeah.
into play as well. If you know the owner, or if you think
yeah,
you know the owner.
mhm.
Like
Yeah,
when
that's
I worked
another
at
huge issue.
a strip club, like literally I
We'll
had so
beep
many
it out if you
people.
want to say it.
No, it's fine. I don't. No, it's fine. Should I say like where I work?
Saultie, you can say
I
whatever
just
you
mouth
want.
it to the camera so you don't have to.
Okay, well no,
We'll
I
just
just
put it in subtitles.
can we cut that? Like, because I'm just on. I don't know about.
Where do you want me to cut it?
Crazy people on the internet.
Where?
You know,
Where?
I worked at the door, and like my uncle knew is best friends with the owner, and like so many people would come to the door and like wouldn't want to pay cover because they knew Jesse, or like they like knew.
That's dumb.
Yeah, and I'm like,
But
look,
that's-
and then Jesse, it got to the point where Jesse was like, yo, like if they know me, they have my number, and like they'll text me.
Yeah.
And and so like here I am in this situation, and like really it's like there's bouncers, and it does feel safer when there is bouncers, because like currently at my job now there is no security, and like we're across the street from a mustard seed shelter, and there, as much as I love all beings, there are some beings who are just unpredictable,
Yeah, 100%.
and
But not because they're homeless.
well
but-
no, it's just
yeah,
because
okay.
they're just
You just want to get that out of the way? Just
yeah
kidding.
no yeah
Yeah,
100%.
if you know it-
It's not like they're people, they're just
Well, they're not, but yeah.
If you're going to a strip club, like most strip clubs have female performers. Like very
Yeah.
few have male performers.
Yeah, I don't think there's any in Edmonton that have an email.
No, it's a special event. Like you have to book a stripper privately.
Nobody wants that.
I don't think anyone does.
No one wants I don't think it's a high demand here
Like
right now.
they don't even have ladies' nights where it's like a feature night, and like Thursdays or some shit they just have male
No.
performers. Like
And
that doesn't
amateurs,
exist.
amateurs are just too much of a liability. Like in an area in an environment where there are questionable intentions.
hmm
You know, like not everybody who goes to a strip club is going there to have a couple jello shots. The definition of fun is very different for a lot of very different people, you know?
In all honesty, strip clubs, their base presentation it should just be fun. You get to pay money to have beautiful people
Even
get
though-
naked. Like that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you need to engage with. You
Yeah.
you part with your money,
you
and
fully
they
are aware of what you're getting into.
and they part with their clothes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
And that's
the
where
core
it
system.
fucking stops.
And that's where it should. You know what? If one of my friends, we were talking about this recently, and she was saying if sex work was more legal, and more widely accepted in our culture, things like people like incels, for instance, wouldn't necessarily exist, because they could get those frustrations out in a way that is a little more accepted and a little,
You
a
would
little
think.
more expected, in the way where they're the type of people maybe to expect that kind of coin system, or that I give you money, you give me sex. They
But-
would prefer that. There are
Yeah.
people like that.
But incels don't like to pay for sex. They feel like they're entitled to a relationship just because they're there.
Okay, so maybe, and even then, like, there's things like that. And then that's the thing. That's so problematic.
We
I
just
hate
need to
that so
find
much.
all those people and
Burn them.
No, we need to give them an island and then just leave.
Why would you give them an island?
Not
You
like
can
a
fuck
good
them.
one. Like give them Alcatraz.
They already have an island.
Yeah, it's called the Fire Island.
No, I'm done with Jeffrey Dahmer's
The
island.
Trash Island.
Oh yeah, let's just put them all on the plastic garbage island in the Pacific.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that. We're coming for you.
Yeah.
Let's go,
If you feel like you're owed a relationship, if you're owed sex, guess what?
You got a free fucking cruise for you.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of plastic straws for your ass.
That's right.